Have you ever stumbled upon a website that felt like a digital ghost town? You click a link, expecting vibrant content, only to find an abandoned shell, a structure meticulously built, then left to decay. This phenomenon of "why did they build this and then disappear" is a fascinating corner of internet history, revealing much about our digital footprint and the web's fleeting nature. It's a digital archaeology. This video explores the intriguing world of online projects, platforms, and communities that seemingly vanished into thin air. Understanding these digital relics offers insights into web development cycles, human ambition, and the unpredictable lifespan of online endeavors. You'll gain a new perspective on the internet's constantly evolving landscape and the value of digital preservation efforts. We'll define what constitutes an abandoned digital project, examine the common reasons behind their disappearance, and explore how some of these mysterious structures continue to exist, frozen in time. This isn't about uncovering sensational secrets, but about analyzing verifiable patterns and tangible historical data. Our focus is on genuine understanding, not speculative drama. As someone deeply interested in internet mysteries and digital folklore, I've spent years researching these peculiar corners of the web. My goal is to present a balanced view, relying on documented cases and archival evidence to explain this phenomenon. We'll look at both the technical and human elements contributing to these digital vanishing acts. To fully grasp why these digital structures are built and then abandoned, it's essential to first understand the environment they inhabit. The internet, often perceived as permanent, is actually a highly dynamic and surprisingly fragile ecosystem. This constant flux sets the stage for many of these intriguing disappearances. The internet, in its essence, is a vast, ever-changing ocean of data. Unlike physical structures that crumble over centuries, digital projects can vanish overnight due to server shutdowns, domain expirations, or code obsolescence. Early web content, especially, suffered from this ephemerality, often created with transient tools and little thought for long-term archiving. Think of concepts like digital decay or link rot. These aren't just technical terms. They describe the natural erosion of online content. Links break, images disappear, and entire sites become inaccessible as underlying technologies evolve or maintenance ceases. Many projects, once vibrant, simply succumb to this silent, relentless process over time. Several factors contribute to this phenomenon. Economically, many startups or passion projects run out of funding or time, leading to abrupt closures. Technologically, platforms become outdated, security vulnerabilities emerge, or hosting services change. From a human perspective, creators might lose interest, move on to new ventures, or simply disappear themselves, leaving their digital legacy adrift. Imagine you're exploring a ghost town, but instead of dusty buildings, you find inert code and broken links. Each click feels like stepping into a deserted street. This analogy helps contextualize the experience of encountering an abandoned digital project. They are relics of past ambitions, frozen moments in time, waiting to be rediscovered by a curious explorer. Understanding these foundational aspects, the internet's impermanence, digital decay, and the multifaceted reasons for abandonment, provides crucial context. With this framework, we can better appreciate the specific types of online structures that often appear, flourish briefly, and then experience the disappearance of something on the internet phenomenon, leaving us to wonder about their purpose. One common type of abandoned digital structure originates from personal passion projects. In the early days of the web, and even now, individuals poured countless hours into creating intricate fan sites, personal blogs, or niche forums. These were often labors of love, built on free hosting platforms, driven purely by enthusiasm rather than profit. Consider the vast landscape of GeoCities, neighborhoods, or early LiveJournal accounts. You'd find meticulously designed pages dedicated to obscure hobbies, forgotten bands, or elaborate personal narratives. These were often highly personal digital homes. When their creators moved on, lost interest, or simply forgot their login details, these sites were left behind. Perfect examples of digital ruins. These variations span a wide range, from complex choose-your-own-adventure text games hosted on personal servers to small, private communities centered around specific niche interests. Many were ahead of their time, experimenting with interactive elements long before mainstream adoption. Their unique charm often lies in their unfiltered, personal expression. However, these projects often come with significant limitations. Tracing their original creators can be nearly impossible, as contact information is often outdated or non-existent. Furthermore, many were hosted on platforms that no longer exist, making direct access or comprehensive data recovery a significant challenge. Their very nature makes them susceptible to complete erasure. This type of digital abandonment, while fascinating, often leaves more questions than answers about the personal stories behind them. Now, let's shift our focus from individual creators to a different, perhaps more complex, category of vanished digital structures. The remnants of ambitious corporate ventures and failed startups that also leave behind digital ghosts. Another prominent category of digital structures built and then left to disappear includes the remnants of corporate ventures and ambitious startups. These are often characterized by polished designs, sophisticated features, and significant initial investment, only to become inert due to market failure, acquisition, or internal restructuring. They embody the hopes and failures of the digital economy. Think of the numerous social networks launched to challenge giants like Facebook, or streaming services that couldn't compete, or innovative e-commerce platforms that never gained traction. You might discover sleek professional websites, advertising services that no longer exist, populated by dead links and page-not-found errors. They are monuments to grand, unfulfilled visions. These abandoned corporate sites often manifest as empty storefronts, inactive user dashboards, or meticulously designed About Us pages, detailing teams that have long since disbanded. Some even leave behind fragments of their original code or databases, hinting at their former functionality before they became part of the growing disappearance of something on the Internet. Ledger. A significant limitation here is that these companies often shut down servers intentionally to cut costs, legally wipe data, or distance themselves from failed projects. This makes forensic digital archaeology incredibly difficult. While personal projects fade due to neglect, corporate ones are often actively dismantled, leaving fewer recoverable traces behind. While the reasons for these corporate vanishings are typically clearer than those of individual projects, often tied to financial performance, they still contribute to the Internet's mysterious landscape of the abandoned. But what about those digital structures that seem to vanish with a deliberate, almost enigmatic intent, leaving us with truly perplexing questions? Beyond personal passions and corporate failures, there exists a more enigmatic category: digital structures built with an unclear purpose, whose creators vanished under mysterious circumstances. These projects often present themselves as puzzles, art installations, or seemingly random collections of data, defying easy categorization or explanation. They beckon you deeper. Consider the legends of obscure websites featuring cryptic messages, complex ciphers, or bizarre, unsettling content that appears to have no logical source or aim. These aren't necessarily dark websites, but rather publicly accessible pages that challenge interpretation. Their creators often maintain strict anonymity, adding layers to the mystery when they eventually disappear. Variations include complex alternate reality games, ARGs, that were never fully resolved or whose communities dissolved, leaving fragments of their narrative behind. Sometimes, these digital structures seem to serve as personal experiments in digital communication or highly conceptual art pieces, designed to provoke thought rather than provide clear answers. The primary limitation here is the inherent design for obscurity. By their very nature, these projects resist easy explanation or identification of their origins. Attempts to trace their creators often lead to dead ends, with false leads and speculative theories abounding. It's a deliberate obfuscation that often outlives the project itself, enhancing its legend. These are the truly perplexing digital ruins, testing the limits of our understanding and driving our curiosity. They highlight a significant challenge. How do you even begin to uncover these purposefully obscure, abandoned digital worlds within the vast and ever-shifting landscape of the Internet, especially when their creators have consciously faded away? Uncovering these abandoned digital structures, particularly those designed for obscurity or those that have truly disappeared, requires a form of digital archaeology. Thankfully, tools and communities exist to help us piece together these digital histories. These methods allow us to navigate the remnants of the web's past and understand what once was. The most invaluable resource is often the Internet Archive's Wayback Machine, archive.org. This incredible utility systematically crawls and saves snapshots of websites over time, allowing you to view pages as they appeared years or even decades ago. It's like a time machine for the web, preserving billions of pages that would otherwise be lost forever. Other resources include specialized web archiving initiatives, digital forensics tools, and dedicated online communities like Reddit's r/r Lost Media or RR Mysteries. These communities often collaborate, pooling knowledge and resources to track down elusive pieces of online history, demonstrating the power of collective digital stewardship. However, the Wayback Machine, while powerful, has limitations. Not every site is archived, and even archived sites might have missing images, broken scripts, or incomplete data captures. Some older sites, built with now obsolete technologies like Flash, are especially challenging to view fully, representing gaps in our digital memory. Despite these limitations, these tools and communities offer our best chance to understand the disappearance of something on the Internet. They allow us to not just observe decay, but to actively participate in preserving fragments of our digital heritage. This act of preservation is crucial as we consider the broader implications of digital ephemerality for our collective online memory. Understanding why digital structures are built and then disappear isn't just about satisfying curiosity. It offers practical lessons in digital literacy and stewardship. If you're interested in exploring this realm further, start by familiarizing yourself with archival tools like the Wayback Machine. Practice searching for old domains or defunct companies. You can also engage with communities dedicated to lost media or Internet mysteries. Share your findings, learn from others, and contribute to the collective effort of preserving digital history. There are numerous forums and subreddits where enthusiasts discuss such findings, often providing valuable context and additional avenues for investigation. It's important to be realistic about results. Many mysteries surrounding abandoned digital projects will remain unsolved. Information might be incomplete, creators might be untraceable, and some data truly is lost forever. The goal is not always to find a definitive answer, but to appreciate the journey of discovery and the historical context. Consider how your own digital footprint might evolve. What online projects have you seen vanish? What does this mean for our shared digital heritage? Share your observations in the comments below, fostering a respectful discussion about these intriguing disappearances and the lessons they teach us about the web's dynamic nature. Ultimately, The phenomenon of digital structures built and then left to disappear highlights the fragile nature of our online world. It reminds us that while the internet feels permanent, it is constantly evolving, with past creations fading into obscurity. This understanding fosters a deeper appreciation for the digital present and inspires a more mindful engagement with our online future. Reflecting on these digital ruins offers a profound lesson. The internet is a living archive, but also an impermanent one. Every forgotten website, every defunct platform tells a story about human endeavor, technological shifts, and the relentless march of digital time. Our awareness of this ephemerality can inform how we create and consume online content. To truly embrace this understanding, consider supporting digital preservation efforts or even archiving your own personal projects. There are numerous nonprofit organizations working tirelessly to save parts of the web from the disappearance of something on the internet. Your small contributions can collectively help secure our digital heritage. Be realistic. Not everything can or should be preserved indefinitely. The web is meant to evolve, and some digital structures naturally run their course. The beauty lies in the selective preservation and the ability to learn from what remains, acknowledging the vast ocean of what has been lost or simply moved on. If you found this exploration into the mysterious world of abandoned digital structures intriguing, consider subscribing for more deep dives into internet mysteries. Share this video with anyone who's ever wondered about the ghost sites they've encountered. Your engagement fuels our collective curiosity about the hidden corners of the web. So, the next time you encounter a page that seems to have been left behind, remember the stories within its code. These abandoned digital structures aren't just broken links. They are silent witnesses to the internet's ongoing history, inviting us to ponder their creation and the reasons for their enigmatic departure. The mysteries, after all, are part of the web's enduring charm.